So let me give to you the 7 keys to God's one promise. I just want to pass this on to you. 7 keys to God's one promise. What was God's one promise? If you honor your father and mother, here's what I'm going to do for you. What are those 7 keys? Number 1, value your parents' life world. Value your parents' life world. Their life world is their frame of reference. They don't have to think like you. They don't have to be up where you are. They don't have to have the same level of connectedness. It's impossible. Perhaps the biggest problem we face, my friends, is that the generation gap is not wide enough. Value your parents' life world. Number 2, respect your parents' age stage. Age is an incredible thing. When you get older, you begin to go through things that sometimes you don't even necessarily understand. We make a lot of humorous comments about, I went down to tie my shoelaces, and when I got down there, I forgot what I was down there for. There's a lot of things, and we can laugh, but folks, the age stage cycle is important. You find that in your own life. I promise you, you may have just turned 30, but your age stage is changing your perspective. And you're only 30. You're a pipsqueak. But your perspective is changing, right? You're just a college student. You're 22. Your age stage has changed already compared to those who are in senior high school, or those who are in junior high, or those who are in elementary high. How much more so? Just connect into the age stage of your parents. Respect that. Number 3, model your parents' godly attributes. Model those. This is a good thing. I don't think God is suggesting that any parent is the perfect model of excellence. How could we be? How can any parent be perfect? Any perfect parent here? You young parents, are you claiming that you're going to be perfect with your children? How much more so your parents who now are in their 60s or 70s or 80s or wherever they might be? But model their godly attributes. Number 4, protect your parents' individual dignity. Dignity is a very important thing. The loss of dignity is the biggest, most hurtful thing that anybody can experience. And when parents age, dignity is one of the things that they struggle with most of all. Dignity is a God-given right to be able to function properly. There's not a single parent out there who likes to be forgetful. They don't mean that they said the wrong thing or that they turned the wrong way. They didn't do that because they just wanted to be otherwise. Protect your parents' individual dignity, their home environment. Don't walk into their home and take it for ransom. Don't march into your parents' home when they're old and think because you are the young one and you're only 50 that you can rearrange all the furniture without consulting that sweet mother who's sitting there. That's still her home. Just to march in there and take her, well, I think I'll have that. That's not you are not protecting your parents' individual dignity. Those things become very valuable to them. And you know, sometimes it may be something as small as a little picture or a clock. They've looked at that clock probably for 70 years. You march in there and decide what you're going to do with it, or you don't like the way it chimes anymore. Can you feel that? You're invading their dignity. Honor your father and mother. Number 5, fulfill your parents' essential joy. Fulfill their essential joy. Tap into that joy. Tell you, most parents get joy from some of the most simple things, like a phone call. Just a phone call. You might say, all you young people, watch me. Answer your phone when your parents call. How come some of you young people are suddenly lost your keys for a minute? Don't look at it and say, it's Dad, I'll get that later. But you're quick to answer anybody else. Got it? Fulfill your parents' essential joy. Make time to go and see them. Make it. Go to their home, sit down, have a cup of tea. Listen to them. Tell them about your life. The older you get, the harder that becomes. The busier you are, the more squeezed. We've all got our reasons, don't we? Number 6, provide your parents' basic needs. You've got a responsibility to your parents. Don't be out here giving to everybody else while your own parents are suffering in their own basic needs. You make sure that that light bulb is being changed or that food is on the table. You go and check that refrigerator. Don't make an assumption that they're eating right. Little things become much more difficult for them, like cooking, preparing, washing clothes. Can become a terrible chore to people in their senior years. For you and me, throw it in here, put this in, everything's right. Provide your parents' basic needs: shelter, food, respect, dignity, love, a sense of belonging. And then number 7, honor your God-given responsibility. And all of us are at different phases and stages. Honor your God-given responsibility.